Alright, so this is just going to be a quick video. I'm going to be showing how to replace the charge port or DC jack on this Dell Inspiron 15 5584. And then also I'll show the components inside while I'm at it. Alright, we're going to be using a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver, and we're going to be removing all the screws from the bottom. Alright, so just undo them. Looks like the screw in the corner stays in place. You want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that, I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. So we got these, then we got the 2 here, and then we got 3 here. But again, I think the corner screws are actually going to hold themselves into the case. So that way when you undo them, it actually pulls up the cover a little bit. Alright, so there you go. You just unscrew it until you hear it click, and that's how you know it's not going to come out anymore. Alright, let's go ahead and get these other screws out. If this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, anyways, now that we got all the screws out, let's go ahead and pop this bottom cover off. The way you do that, you open this slightly. What I do is I get my fingernails in the gap here between the palm rest and the bottom cover, and then I will push on the bottom with my thumbs, just like this. You can see it pops out. You can use plastic pry tools, but this is a lot more effective, alright? It works a lot better. And then you just go around the side, same thing. Same thing over here, go around the side, okay? And just push with your thumb and pull up on the edge with your fingernails, alright? So just like that. This side's a little bit stuck. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to work our way up here. As you can see, it forms a gap there, and I'm going to slide my fingernail along that gap up there while we kind of lift, and there we go. We got the bottom cover off. It is a little dirty in there, so I am going to have to clean that out. But for now, we're just replacing the charge port. Oh, there's broken plastic here. So actually, the piece that was holding the screw is broken off on this one. So I don't know if I can put this back. Gonna need like some super glue or something. Problem is how do we get it aligned 100%? Because it might be upside down or something. Okay. I don't know which way is right side up. Yeah, it broke like almost in a perfect circle, so I don't know which side is the right side up. Interesting. Is it possible to even tell? Okay, I'm gonna guess it goes somewhat this way. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna try and glue this thing back in using some super glue. Okay, so we're gonna hold that way. Let's get the super glue here. Okay, I'm just going to put some super glue there and see if I can glue that into place. I'm just going to use this little twist tie to get in there, get some super glue. Okay, and we're just going to kind of stick it on there, I guess. Okay, and then you got to hold it there for about 30 seconds. I know this isn't part of the repair, but I mean, I'm going to do it anyways just so it's done. Alright, give it 30 seconds. Alright, anyways, while I'm holding on to this, let me actually go over the internal components. We got the 2 slots for RAM. There's one stick here. To take it out, you pull those tabs to the side like that. And you can see here it's an 8 gig PC4 2666V. You can put any PC4 2666V RAM, so if you want, you can get 2 16 gig sticks. But that's what they got in there. Alright, so get it back in at an angle and then click it down. Alright, it's been 30 seconds, so that should be, you can see it's good. Alright, then you got a M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD here. It looks like there's a screw holding this metal plate down. Then you can take that out. It lifts up at an angle and you pull it out. I'm not going to take these stuff out. I'm just kind of quickly going over what's in here. Wireless card, CPU is soldered to the motherboard. You got the fingerprint sensor connector going here, plugging into the motherboard there, and there you go. Then you got this cable going to the LCD LVDS. If you're going to mess with this, make sure to disconnect the battery and then press and hold the power button for 15 seconds before doing that with the computer open, with the screen open. All right, battery model YRDD6. There's a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive here. All right, you can see you can actually take this out. Again, I'm not going to be pulling that out. The cable actually runs underneath the motherboard, and it looks like it plugs in here. Yeah, and then you got a cable here, which is going for this I/O board up here for the SD card slot and USB port. Okay, then you got the keyboard backlight connector, keyboard connector. So I'm going to assume this is the touchpad or trackpad connector. And then you got the speaker down here, which connects with the wire going to this speaker. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and replace the DC jack or charge port. Pretty simple. We're going to go to this corner over here. All right, I don't think it's trapped underneath the motherboard, so let's go ahead and remove the hinge screws. Okay, keep all the screws in order again, and we are going to add some thread locker after this, so when we put it back, these screws don't come loose on their own. Okay, so once you got those 3 screws out, you can lift this up. All right, if you're not able to do that, you can actually open up the screen a little bit first and then undo the screws, and then when you close it down, the hinge will stay up. All right, there's 1 screw here holding the DC jack or charge port into place, so we'll remove that. Okay, and then you can see we can lift the charge port out. Looks like there's some adhesive holding it, so peel that back just like that. And then I'm going to use my fingernails at the wings here and kind of just wiggle this connector out to pop it out. There we go. And as you can see, the connector, the top is this flat plastic. You don't want to put it upside down with these metal pins facing up. Okay, so when we get the replacement, let's go ahead and get that. Hopefully we got the right replacement part. We went based on the laptop model number, so it should be good. All right, looks like this, and yep, we got the same. Okay, so what you do, you just line this back up, and then just at the wings and here, pinch it back in. Okay, get that back in, it clicks into place, good. And then we're going to have to bend this wire over a bit, just like if you look at the old one, how they have it all bent up like that. Okay, I kind of feel that's a bad design. They should have made it the right size so that you don't have to bend this cable, because that actually damages the cable. Right, but that's how they designed it. All right, so we're going to now get this into place, line it up, and then we'll get this screw back in. Okay. Stay there. Get that screw back in. Perfect. Okay, there's all this broken plastic and stuff here. Again, I am going to have to take this outside, clean it up, and then put it back together. So, brush off the dust there. Let's go ahead and close this hinge back down. Make sure these raised plastic things line up with the holes when you push it back down. Okay, and then we're just going to get the red thread locker, and we're going to put that on the screws and put those screws back in. And if you're wondering, there was red thread locker on it before from factory, and that's smart because before they used blue thread locker and that stuff always went bad. Alright, this thing is clogged, so let's see if I can kind of clean it up and get it out. There we go. Okay. Alright, don't need so much. Get that in. Okay, the other screw, just a little. Get that in. Alright, and the last one. Alright, get that in. And that's pretty much all there is to it, to replacing this charge port. Alright, so I'm just going to clean the dust out of here. Okay, and then we'll reassemble this thing. Very simple. Alright, so we'll get a thumbnail here. Let me actually clean the dust out first so it's cleaner for the thumbnail, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So as you can see, it's all cleaned out. So we're just going to put the bottom cover off, back on. I already tested and the DC jack charge port works now. So let's go ahead and get this reassembled. So just line it back up, click everything back into place. Okay. Once you get everything lined up and clicked back into place, we should be good to go. Pretty simple, straightforward. You do want to check all around, make sure everything looks lined up. All right, and then we just get all the screws back in. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. You're welcome to stay as I get back the rest of the screws. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Is this also? Oh, this one also. Man, all those plastic pieces holding the screws in are broken. They must have dropped it pretty hard or something at one point. Alright, let's see if I can put this screw up here so it's at least used. Yep. Alright. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Alright, let's drop this. Bye.